so today is March 12th. We just had CPI, and yesterday we made a new low. We couldn't even get to value area high on a wild, crazy session. We repaired this set of single prints, and then we had a big bounce. At the end of the session, it was crazy. Like, it was the whole range made new lows, new highs within an hour, and then came back close to the middle of the profile, kind of. Then overnight we balanced here, then we broke above, CPI came, tested. So one thing to note is that we broke yesterday's high. This hasn't happened in a while, so excuse me. So that is an important piece of information to keep in mind, because not only we broke it, but we held a little bit for a while above it. So there's this spike that we left from the CPI that got sold right at the previous week's low, which is what we should have expected, and now we're coming back into the range. The point of control for the overnight session is so far right at yesterday's high, so I'm thinking that we're gonna make another attempt to retest this spike. So my plan for today is to look for two things today. One is above yesterday's high. If I see an impulse with strong volume, strong internals, I would take a long leaning on that yesterday's high level to retest this high and see if we can get into above Monday's value area high, which is also right there, right? And that's at that point we're gonna be inside the previous week's range and see if we can attempt to go inside Friday's value. Now, if we cannot get above yesterday's high and I see that we start trading inside yesterday's value, then I'm gonna look for the value area sweep trade, which says that entering back inside value targets the other side of value, which is at 55.64, which is down here, 55.64. Keeping in mind that, well, of course, sessions have been very, very volatile, but if we get inside value, keeping in mind that there's a set of single prints and there's all this consolidation from the overnight session that are going to be presenting some support. So this area, we might initially bounce, but if it doesn't hold, if we start trading inside this, target becomes here, 55.64. And then after that, if we break below value area low, look for a move towards yesterday's low, and then that 55.25, 50 low from back in September. And then from there, as I said before, we have this 5500 area, and this low volume area right here at 54.70 to 54.60. Below that we have some single prints too, but I don't think we're gonna get there yet. And let's see, what's my... Yeah, on the levels I posted, I think, did I have... hold on, did I have... Okay, so I have, my highest level I have is Monday high, but above that, it's what I mentioned yesterday, which is, or the day before, which is moving inside Monday's value. But anyway, so far, now it's looking more like we want to retest yesterday's value, so Let's see what happens. And Q, similar structure. Similar structure. We bounced at the previous week's low, rejecting so far, coming back inside the range. Same thing, value area, which is from foreign Q is at 19,560 to 332 or so, around there. But then remember, this level 1980 still pending. We haven't tagged it yet, so I still think there's a big chance that we test this before we start bouncing on NQ. So keep that one in mind too. Crude, I had mentioned that I thought that we were gonna start balancing in this range, and we're pretty much doing that. Now the 20-day point of control shifted down here at 66.25 or 26. So still looking for this area to act as resistance right here, 68.40, and then this whole range to be traded back and forth. And gold, nothing has changed from yesterday, so not even going to talk about it. What else do we have for news? We have we already had the CPI, but we have crude inventories today, and 10-year note auction at 1 p.m. And then tomorrow we have PPI, core PPI. And jobless claims. So that's about it for today. Good luck. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment how much you love these videos or how much you hate them. So if you hate them, then we can do something about it. If you love them, I would like to know.